Someone who's lived in Arkansas his whole life, I gotta ask, are y'all really surprised about this all-white town being built? That's northern Arkansas. If you know anything about northern Arkansas, you know people of color, and especially black people, we don't play up there. Black people in Arkansas are in a couple of key spots. So a lot of us are concentrated in central Arkansas, right? That's the Little Rock, North Little Rock area, Jacksonville, Sherwood, Conway, a couple of us over in Benton. You got Northeast Arkansas, that's over there in Jonesboro, and usually a lot of black people go to Jonesboro because of ASU. Either that or they're from Memphis, West Helena, Osceola, Blytheville. You got Newport, you got a lot of folks up there. Northwest Arkansas, where you get Fayetteville, you got Fort Smith over there, you got a few of us over in Rogers. But then you go down to southern Arkansas, that's where the majority of us are. As a matter of fact, that's where a majority of us in the central Arkansas area are from. Naturally, you got Pine Bluff, shout out to the city. You got Gould, McGee, Dumas, El Dorado, Texarkana, Crossit. Shout out to them boys.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
Did you hear about the whites-only community in Arkansas that's using legal loopholes to bring back segregation? In 2023, this man named Eric Orwell founded a group called Return to the Land because he believes that white identity is under attack in modern America. Return to the Land is definitely a white nationalist group, yet legally it categorizes itself as a private members association. Their focus is to reunite people of European ancestry. The group purchased 160 acres to build a community near the Ozark Hills in Arkansas because they believe that it will be more accepted there since Arkansas is filled with mostly white people. They explicitly declared it a whites-only settlement. No Jewish people, no people who follow non-European religions, and definitely no LGBTQ people are allowed to live there. To become a member, you have to be personally interviewed and screened for European ancestry. There are now about 40 people who live in the Arkansas whites-only community, but hundreds more from around the world have applied for membership, which means that they're going to be opening up more segregated communities across the country. The group says this is all perfectly legal, and they've done their research. They say that because they're classified as an LLC, they are exempt from fair housing laws that criminalize racial segregation. Their leader, Eric, truly believes his ideas are correct, and he's encouraging other races to do the same. He says the difference between segregation of the past and the one he's trying to implement is that this time is going to be voluntary. What do you think of this story? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierica with the T. Follow.
Black people in Mississippi had to pay $2 to vote. The white folks didn't pay nothing.
In what year? And what year was that?
That was 1960.
1960. And what are you about to do today?
I'm about to vote free. I got victory in my feet.
Yes, Lord. I know that. Let me see what victory in the feet looks like. That's the victory.
I just got done watching all 4 seasons of the Ozark, so I decided to come to Arkansas to see what's up.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
That's cool. Is Jason Bateman around, though?
Its founder says he is building a fortress for the white race.
Oh, it's one of those places.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references?
Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
Oh, I mean, there are lots of reasons. I could think of a few.
Do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
The fact her racism is turning me on is bad. Right?
All right, so you guys have probably heard there is a whites-only community. These people are called Return to the Land. They currently are in Arkansas, but they want to expand and go into Missouri and have their own whites-only community, and everyone is in an uproar, like this is so racist. They're trying to return to 1950, and all the black people are like, who cares? Who cares? We don't want to go to Missouri. Springfield, Missouri has like 4% black people. We don't want to be there. Okay, so I mean, it would be different if they was like trying to do it in Atlanta. We ain't giving that shit up. But you want to go to Missouri? Take your ass to Missouri. But I'm gonna tell you like this, like my grandmama used to say, you ain't gonna come in and out.
Build a fence around that shit. Put a bubble around that shit. Make them stay their ass over there. You ain't gonna be just coming and getting seasoned in cultures when you want to. Stay your ass over there and live your best life.
Oh, let them build a white-only community in Arkansas. They'll find out. They'll find out how bored they are. I mean, without Mexican, indigenous, black, Asian influences, like, what are they even doing? Like just eating mayonnaise and listening to country music, I guess? Like, I'd be really worried about the kids in that community, though, right? Like, they're going to become the entertainment in an evil sort of way. But other than that, just let them have their experiment.
He says there are over 2,000 sundown towns in the United States today.
Do you know what a sundown town is? Maybe you don't know. A sundown town is a town that excludes, and I'm using that real lightly, people of color after the sun goes down.
He shows a map identifying sundown towns.
Actually, yes, there are. There's actually a full-blown website that you can use to locate them so you see where they are. You can select all these different types. You can even click Surely just to be 100% positive of where they are in the...
With the Surely filter on, we see towns around LA identified as sundown towns. Towns like Compton, for example. The site includes demographic data from the census for Compton, showing that in the year 2000, the latest data the website has, Compton was about 11% white. And that's an odd demographic characteristic for a sundown town. Seattle is identified as surely a sundown town, but it's difficult to believe that a major US city doesn't permit non-white people after dark. Actually, contrary to what he says in the video, the map is not showing you current sundown towns. It's showing you historical sundown towns.
You can check all of these and more on their website.
Even the random example he shows you surely was a sundown town in the past and is surely not in the present. The surely filter, in other words, is showing you towns that surely were sundown towns, not towns that surely still are. Exactly 2 of the 2,475 sundown towns shown on this map are marked as surely still sundown towns today. And yes, I live streamed checking them all, and there's a...
I just got done watching all 4 seasons of The Ozark, so I decided to come to Arkansas to see what's up.
I think we would generally be called far right, sure.
That's cool. Is Jason Bateman around, though?
Its founder says he is building a fortress for the white race.
Oh, it's one of those places.
A lot of people are going to be, why are you making Nazi references? Right. Well, why wouldn't I?
Oh, I mean, there are lots of reasons. I could think of a few.
Do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
The fact her racism is turning me on is bad. Right?
So they're trying to break ground on a whites-only community in Springfield, Missouri, as early as this year. Not literally in Springfield, Missouri, but adjacent. And they hope that they can build one of these cities in every state in the Union. It's called the Return to the Land Initiative. And my brain keeps breaking every time I say return to the land out loud. Because there's nothing about white people that screams return to the land. White people can barely go camping without crying. I'm trying to understand the whole return to the land sentiment there, because it sounds eerily similar to Return the Land or Land Back for indigenous people. And after that Jubilee episode recently with that one white guy saying that white people are Native Americans, and he truly believed it and people clapped for him, I'd like to see them build this white city. But I would like them to not use any inventions made by any person of color or any immigrant. Like literally everything. Even down to the types of pets that they're allowed to have, actually. Because we don't want any immigrant pets. They have to be from America only. It's just bothersome to me, as a person who is white, to see other white people be so fucking stupid. And the fact that they think that they can actually put one in every state. It's mind-boggling to me. At this point, I'm just starting to feel like any person who is not cis, straight, heterosexual, white, or male, you can't be all of those categories. I think we should just leave. Everyone just fucking pick up, give up, and leave. And let them see how horrible it actually is.
There are whites-only signs being erected in Missouri, the Ozarks. And I guess I'm wondering, like, why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? Here's my thing. Apparently, it's this community called for the land or something like that. And they plan to go across all 50 states, creating white-only communities where nobody else, like no other kind of people, can come in. And they can have their own rules and be completely purebred for their ancestors and stuff. And here's my thing. That's fine. I actually would prefer if all the racist people were to go live in the woods away from... But here's the issue. When black communities come together... Black Tulsa! When black communities come together and they actually start doing something, they actually succeed and get somewhere, it's always taken away, burned to the ground. Lake Lanier, hello? That's my thing. And it frustrates me when it comes to the black community as well. It's like, we still can't bring our businesses, like our wealthy black businesses, back to the hood. Y'all ask black people, why don't you bring your businesses back to the hood? It's so much deeper than that. Like,
greetings and welcome to my channel. How are you doing, everyone? Thanks so much for watching my videos and all the support you are offering to my channel. Thank you very much to all subscribers, both returning and new subscribers. Today, as you've heard those videos, we are going to talk about white-owned town in Arkansas, and soon they are going to build in Missouri. I don't know the pronunciation. But after listening to these videos, what I've heard that this white town only is for no blacks, no gays, no Jewish. They are doing this because they want to build their community, and they are encouraging their women to have a lot of kids. According to these people, a land, they've got their leader who believes in white people returning to their own land. That's why they've decided to make sure that they won't allow any blacks, any Jewish, any gays in this land. They believe that it doesn't mean that it's segregation, but it's for them to make sure that they've got a community. That community is a community where they'll be doing things they like. They don't see any problems. But according to other people, black or white, they believe that segregation is coming back in America. Now, as you can ask yourself a question, what type of place is that? It means where it's going, it means now it's like the government has to do anything. If the government doesn't do anything, it means there will be segregation as it used to be before. Now, what about the other races? Are they going to have that opportunity to have their own land? Is it going to be segregation? I understand that there is backlash because a lot of people, they are not happy with that, especially in this 21st century. This is happening now, guys. It's 2025 where these people are building. You can see in those videos that they are building. Black people, they don't want anything to do with that. They gave them... Okay, you can continue. But what you have to do, if you continue with that, make sure you can take over even this government and let us have our own government and let us be aside. We don't want to be part of your government, because with this is something, it reminds them what they went through before, because segregation in a community or in a country is not easy, especially the group of race who are segregated. They feel really bad. It is wrong, and you know that it is wrong, and people are warning them, because definitely this will definitely divide America. They are believing that the European are system and they need to have their own land. They need to protect their land. They believe that they need to have control of white American culture in that settlement. What do you think about all this? Do you believe that this is not segregation? Do you believe that this is building the community? Do you believe that it's ideal for them to be pressurizing women to have a lot of kids? Do you believe that the kids born in that community will never practice segregation? They need to be careful because the kids who are future leaders, they will also be part of segregation. Because what they are going to be taught is to segregate certain race, certain group of people as they are doing. Is it allowed in a democratic world? I don't think that is allowed. What do you think? Comment and let me know what you think. This is the world we are living in. What is the government of US saying about this? Is this the right way to do things? What about if other races, they will also have their own community? Don't you think that this is going to cause a lot of problems around the world? Let me know what you think as we also watch these few videos before we finish our conversation. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video.
Are we seriously mad about people wanting to have a whites-only community? Let's not forget the fact that we always label things black own this and black own that. So a white man, Eric Orwell, wanted to establish his own town for his own people, white people. He wanted to control who he had as neighbors. His goal is to preserve the purity of his culture and traditions. So what are we mad for? Let's not forget, a couple years ago, Ashley Scott and Renee Walters got together and created their own community, their own black community. They wanted to create generational wealth and keep their legacy and culture. So I'm confused. What's the problem when the white people want to do it? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to try to bring up history and that victimization mentality. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. That happened many years ago. We're talking about now. We're not going to continue to bring up the past. At one point, we did have Black Wall Street. And yes, it was destroyed. However, we had the ability to rebuild and we didn't. We were defeated. So we're not going to continue to play the victim. This is a voluntary self-segregation, not a forced one.
I think it's safe to say we all know what's going to happen in that white-only town in Arkansas. They're going to start throwing around words like the compound and refusing medical attention like vaccines. Major community leaders are going to be a little bit too touchy-feely with the children and start blaming it on the brown people that's not allowed to be there. The kids are going to start being born looking the same, not baked all the way through and cousins too close in the bloodline. Somebody's brother's gonna be their grandfather. They gonna create a new Habsburg jaw where their foreheads look like beluga whales, built like porpoises in the face. Eventually ending in a raid by an organization that consists of 3 letters. Then they're gonna figure out how to tame and rehome them feral lycanthropes.
The new segregation. A racist utopia is being built in Arkansas, and they're proud of it. In Sharp County, a group is planning an all-white, all-Christian community. They're calling it intentional living. But let's be real, it's intentional segregation. They're buying land, building homes, and making it crystal clear. No diversity welcome. And get this, they're not hiding. They expect protests. They want the media attention. This isn't just some fringe idea, it's calculated. It's legal. It's happening right now in America. The question is, how many more will follow if no one speaks up?
I need y'all to understand that those people do not intend to leave us alone in their little town in Arkansas. It's recently been in the news that some chalk children in America have decided to create their own whites-only town. And when asked by a reporter, they made it seem as though that they intend to just have a town of their own and resources of their own and just live off the land, returning to the land. A land that they stole through crimes against humanity, but who's counting? Many brothers and sisters' take on this is, hey, we don't care if y'all have your own, just leave us alone in the process. I mean, every time we've tried to do that, y'all have burned our towns down. And I'm just here to tell y'all that unfortunately, they do not intend to leave us alone. In the interview with the colonizer that wants to found this whites-only town in Arkansas, they're making it seem as though they just want to live in peace. We must remember that these are people that have never known peace. They didn't know peace when they was by themselves in the ice-cold mountains of Europe, and they're not going to know peace in the middle of Arkansas. In the 70s, there was a black scholar that broke down white supremacy into an equation. The same way that E equals MC squared, white supremacy equals white power over non-white powerlessness. And so that means...
Before I finish, I'm going to explain to you more about this community. There is an active whites-only community in Kansas run by a far-right group called Return to the Land. It was founded in 2023 by Jason Van Tatenhove and others with white nationalist views. Location is in rural northern Arkansas near Ravenden in the Ozarks. It's about 150 acres, which with cabins, roads, and community center, a schoolhouse, and a farmland. Restricted to people of European ancestry, explicitly excluding Black people, Jewish people, and LGBTQ plus individuals and others. They operate as a private membership association, claiming this shields from them from anti-discrimination laws. Their population currently is 40 residents in the main site, with a second location established in 2024. Civil rights groups like the NAACP and Anti-Defamation League have condemned it as violating federal and state fair housing laws. Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin has said his office has not yet found evidence of law breaking, but is reviewing the matter. Featured in 2025 coverage by The Independent, Sky News, and others as one of the few openly whites-only residential projects in the U.S. today. This is what it's all about. So don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. What do you think about all this? Because you've heard that it is there. Although the population is not all that big, but soon it will be growing, because that's why they are letting their women to have more kids. So let me know what you think. Is this segregation? Do you think it's normal to do that? Do you think it's a community thing? Anyone can do that? If it was you, what do you think? Especially if you was part of the community who are being segregated, not to be allowed to stay at that community. Thank you very much. God bless you as you subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you for your support. Thank you to all my subscribers, returning and new subscribers. Thank you. God bless. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Mwah.